Morning YouTubers, welcome to one of my videos. Today is a big job day and it is for me. I'm going to attempt to do the engine mounts and change the oil. The forecast is thunderstorms and heavy rain, and the other thing against me is I suffer a bit with panic attacks when I'm underneath vehicles. So it's going to be one of those days. I'm going to see how we get on. First thing I want to do is to try and jack it up, and I've got some axle stands in the car and a trolley jack, but I don't need to jack it up too high, just enough I can get underneath at the engine mount. And I've been told the rear engine mount, which is the first thing I'm going to attempt to do, is not so bad to do because the engine sits on the other two. It's like more of an engine, a gearbox steady. And right, let's get on with this. I probably won't show you all of it on video, but I'll do my best to show as much as I can. Here's the rear engine mount, or gearbox mount. And the new one is a lot more substantial in terms of the amount of rubber you've got around it. You can see there's gaps there and gaps there. It's only how with those two, and I can understand why they sag. I'll just turn it over. It's a bit oily. You can see what it looks like. The new one is more, there's more rubber in here. It's not too bad to change because the nuts here are captive, and on the new one they're captive as well, and so you've only got to worry about the bolt itself undoing. And I'll try and get the camera set up underneath. Just getting underneath myself. All I've done is got the vehicle jacked up, two axle stands and a trolley jack, and the trolley jack is actually just supporting the back end of the gearbox. But to be honest, I don't think you need to do that because, you know, it's quite straightforward. Try and get a view. That's the new one. You can see, excuse me, I hope you can see there's a lot more rubber around here, and I'll just give it like that. I don't know whether that's working. I'm just tightening the two bolts, one there and where the socket set is. Look, I'm not sure whether that's coming out or not on the camera, so apologies if it's not coming out. And I'm doing this just lying on my back. There's not in a garage, I'm just on gravel. Hopefully that's coming out. It's recording, I don't know. Let's do this one up. That's the other one. Because the nut's captive the other side, you know, welded to the plate, it's a lot easier. Got a bit of gravel and rock on the plate. That's that. Find my bigger socket. On this one, it's 17mm for the two small ones, and this big one here, let's look at the socket, is, I've got a 24, it's a bit loose, but it should get in there.
tapping. Hopefully it's gone through. I'll have to lower the jack a bit. The jack's got to go down, or I've got to reposition this. I'm going to lower the jack just a fraction. Another. All right. Like it needs a bit of fettling. Oh, bugger. I think what I'm going to have to do is undo the other two. It might give it a bit more play in the bracket. The trouble is I wear glasses which keep slipping off my face, so loosen that one, loosen that one. Right, bit of jiggery pokery, yeah. No, try and leave it from there.
Sorry, I knocked the camera over, struggling with that bolt, but it's not too bad a job to do. The engine mount.
the thing is, and then we can, let's move the light, hopefully it can stick, see if the new one's fitted. I don't know if that's any better. Yeah, that's the new one fitted. The big bolt in the middle was a little bit awkward to get in because the bracket was twisted slightly, and that could be, you know, the other engine mount sagging one side more than the other. But what I did was I tightened the two small bolts first, and then I tried to get the big one in, and the best thing is to get them in, all of them in, and then tighten the big bolt first, the one in the centre of the video, and then you can see that one, and then you tighten those up. And to be honest, you could get away with not using the trolley jack because it seems to sit on its own. So yeah, so if anybody's doing one of these, it's not as bad as long as you can undo the bolts, which the big one was a little bit tight, but I used a bit of brute force on it and it come undone, and the other two were, you know, quite easy to do. And so that's that done. I've got to do an oil change next while I've got the jacks under the van, but I'm not going to do that on video. I don't think there's any point. The simple reason is I think most people have done an oil change before in their lifetime. So I've got to gather up my tools and go to the other side and start the engine for a bit and let it warm up, and then I'll do the oil change. Oh. Bit of a job getting the sump plug out, but I managed it in the end. I had to use an imperial spanner, ring spanner, and put the spanner onto the nut and then use the trolley jack to hold the spanner while I tapped it, and it's undone. And it certainly needs an oil change, but not surprising with diesels, it can be a bit dirty. So, time to put some new oil in once I've got the oil filter off. Now the oil filter that's on the Talbot is about half the size that I'm fitting. So this is a genuine filter for the Talbot. I hope it is anyway, I've not tried fitting it. But as I say, this is twice as big as the one that's on it in terms of length. So it's probably a much better filter.